Hello students, welcome back. Let's continue with our chapter, which is chapter 9. In previous lecture, we started with connectionist model, in which we look at how different elements are connected to each other and how they can act as a neuron, how they can activate another element which is nearer to it, right? So if you further look at different models, different algorithms for this same thing, we will start today with perceptron. So let's start with the meaning of this term perceptron. What is the meaning of perceptron? So we have perception about different things, right? We know that some things we have predefined set of mind for different things, right? So that is known as perception. हमें पता है कि ये चीज ऐसे होगा, ये चीज ऐसे होगा. So that is our perception for different things. And here in our artificial neural network, perceptrons are developed for the same thing. We have to recognize few things, we have to distinguish between two different things, and for that we have perceptron. So this perceptron was invented in 1962, right? It was invented way back in 1962. It was invented by Rosenblatt. Was one of the earliest neural network model, right? So perceptron is a model, neural network model, which was the earliest neural network model developed. It models a neuron by taking a weighted sum of its input and sending the output 1 if the sum is greater than some adjustable threshold value, otherwise it sends 0, right? So it is similar to somewhat the model that we have seen in previous lecture, but here the difference is that we have decided one particular threshold value. It can be changed, it is as per our choice, but if the sum of all the connection, all the weight is greater than this threshold value, then only it will send output as 1, otherwise it will send 0, right? So in the previous one, in the previous model, we saw that it was also adding all the values in Hopfield network, but after adding, it will check whether that value is negative or positive. If it is greater than 0, then it will activate its neighboring node. Otherwise, it will deactivate, right? So it was working in both the way. It can activate its neighboring node or it can deactivate its neighboring node, because values were given in positive and negative, right? So it was dependent on the sum. If the sum is positive, then neighboring node will be activated. If the neighboring node, after calculating the sum, if the sum is negative, then that element, that node will become negative, deactivated, right? So here the difference is that we have set a threshold value and it will look for that threshold value only. If the sum is greater than this threshold value, then only it will send output as 1, otherwise it will send 0, right? So let's look at this perceptron. Here we have different inputs from different element, different object of our network, right? So if we consider input as x to xm, it has weighted connection, right? So it has weight from w1, w2 up to wm, right? So each and every input has its own connected weightage. It will all go into this function, sigma function. It will add up all the values and give the output, right? So now here in this function, activation function, it will check if the sum that is coming out of this sigma function is greater than threshold value or not. and after that it will decide the output. If the output is 1, our node will become activated. If the output is 0, node will be deactivated. So this is how perceptron works, perceptron network works, right? So weightage of each and every connection will be added. If it is greater than, so that value will be passed to our function, activation function. It will check, it will compare this value, some value with threshold value. If it is greater, then the output is 1, otherwise 0. Okay, so what is the artificial neural network? Right, so far we have learned 2 model, but let's see what is artificial neural network. An artificial neural network, ANN, is an information processing paradigm that is inspired by the way biological nervous systems such as the brain processing information. Right, so it was inspired. The idea behind this artificial neural network came from our own body. Right, we have such nervous system that works in so fine way, like brain process information. Whatever we are looking at, we know what is that thing. So the vision from our eyes is sent back to the brain. Brain will intercept that information and give some output. It will send some information back. So this is how our brain works. And from this nervous system, we got inspired and tried to develop something similar. Right? So we try to develop something similar. We cannot develop nervous system that we have, but we can definitely try to develop similar thing. Typically, neurons are 5 to 6 order of magnitude slower than silicon logic gate. Events in silicon chip happens in nanosecond range, nanosecond, which is 10 raised to minus 9 second, whereas neural event happens in the millisecond, which is 10 raised to minus 3 range. Right, so neurons that we have is faster in comparison to this silicon chip, right? So we cannot match up that speed. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि किसी चीज को हमने छू लिया, if it is hot, we do not even think about it कि what should we do, right? It is reflex action. हमारा हाथ तुरंत ही पीछे चला जाएगा, right? So our mind doesn't have to command our hand to to take that hand away from the top chip. It will happen in friction of second, right? हमने पलके झपकाई और हमारा हाथ दूर था. So that works so faster and we cannot match up to that thing, right? So the silicon chip that we are using is slower than that, slower than our neurons. Our neuron work in nanosecond. That signal transmits so fast and we cannot transmit that fast signal here using the silicon chip. It will work in millisecond. The brain is a highly complex, non-linear and parallel information processing system. We cannot match up with our mind. Even though we have fastest computer today, our brain is faster than that also, right? So we cannot develop something similar to brain, right? उससे तो थोड़ा कम ही fast होगा, जो भी होगा वो. So brain is very complex structure. We cannot develop something just like that, right? So it is very complex, non-linear, plus it is parallel information. It won't be like that. If I'm seeing something, I cannot hear anything, right? So that won't happen. It can parallelly process information from whatever body part coming, right? जो जितने भी हमारे पास body parts से जहां से भी जो भी information आ रही है, it can process it parallelly, right? So we can say that it is very complex thing. It is the capacity of organizing neurons so as to perform certain computations like pattern recognition, perception, and motor control, many times faster than fastest digital computer. Right? So, अगर हम बात करें न्यूरॉन के organization capacity की, it can perform it can perform faster calculations. For example, it can recognize patterns so fast that our learning process is very fast. If we say that at pattern को recognize करना, pattern को याद करना, it is very easy for us. We have set of perception for different thing and motor control. Motor control is the most important thing. We can control our hand, body, movement, everything. So it is faster than any digital computer. A brain has great structure and the ability to build up its own rules through what we usually refer to as experience, right? So it is self-learning organ of our body, right? So it has ability to build up its own rule. We don't have to tell our brain, do this, do that. It will work automatically. It has built-in rules. It has built-in ability to react to one particular situation as per its own experience. So these rules are set up by experience that our brain have, right? So if we put two different people into same situation, they will react differently. Why? Because their brain interpret that situation very differently because they have different experiences, right? So all the brains in the world are different from each other. During this early stage of development, about 1 million synapses are formed per second. Synapses are elementary structural and functional units that mediate the interaction between neurons. Okay, so we have millions of synapses. The synapse will be developed and it will store all the experiences in the early phase, right? So it is the mediation. It will provide a link between different neurons. It will make us able to interact with different neurons. So this is how message transmit from tip of our finger to brain. A developing neuron is synonymous with plastic brain. Plasticity permits the developing neuron system to adapt to its surrounding environment. Axons act as a transmission line and dendrites represent receptive zone. Okay, so our brain, our neuron have different parts like axon. Axon are a transmitting line. Dendrites are thinner parts which are spreading to different cells of our body. So it is receptive zone. It will receive whatever we are feeling and it will pass it on to axons. Now this axon will transmit all the messages to further its neighboring neuron, and this is how message transmit from message transmit to our brain. Neurons come in a wide variety of shapes and size in different parts of the brain. The pyramidal cell can receive 10,000 or more synapse contact and it can project onto thousands of target cells, right? So in our body, we have different zones of our brain, and these different parts of our brain have different variety of neurons, different shape and size of neuron. And this neuron can work on different cell. If we look at the pyramidal cell, it can receive 10,000 or more synapse contact, which means that it can have messages from 10,000 different site, right? 10,000 different places से उसको मतलब हमारे बॉडी में ही 10,000 अलग अलग जगह से एक साथ मैसेज वहां पे मिल सकते हैं, and it can project to thousands of cell at a time. It can transmit same message to thousands of cell, target cell at a time. So it is commandable, right? We cannot achieve such kind of functionality with hardware. In its most general form, a neural network is a machine that is designed to model the way in which the brain performs a particular task or function of interest. Right? So we know now how brain works, how it performs different tasks. So the idea here is to develop somewhat similar, right? So neural network is a machine that can work like brain. The way brain performs different tasks, a neural system, neural network should be able to do that. The network is usually implemented using electronic components or simulated in software or digital computer. To achieve good performance, neural networks employ a massive interconnection of simple computing cells referred to as neurons or processing units. Right. So here our network is made up of these different electronic components, which are somewhat similar to small processing unit, which can store some data, as well as it can process the data and pass it on to its neighboring units, right? So here we are working with different electric components, or we can have software which can work similarly, right? In our computer, we can develop some software that can do some similar work as our brain, right? So either it can be electronic component, or we can develop somewhat similar software. So if we look at the electronic component, we have to provide massive connection between these different neurons. So we will develop neurons using this different processing unit. Right? Neural network is a massively parallel distributed processor that has a natural prosperity for storing experiential knowledge and making it available for use. So our neural network should have processing ability, distributed processing ability. What is the meaning of distributed processing ability? Which means that each and every neuron should be able to work independently without influence of any other neighboring node. So that is our distributed processor. So it will work parallelly, independently. It can work according to its own experience and store that experience and pass it on if it is required. Pass it on that experience to its neighboring neuron if it is required. It resembles the brain in two respects. Knowledge is acquired by the network through learning process. So whatever we know today is by the learning process from our childhood. Right? So जब हम छोटे थे वहां से लेके अब तक हमने बहुत सारी चीजें सीखी है. And by that experience, different experiences, what we have learned today, we have gained that knowledge. Right, so different people have different knowledge based on their own learning process, their own experiences. So we should be resembling this feature of our brain and into our neural network. Interneural neuron control strength known as synaptic weight are used to store the knowledge. Right, so we have connection between these different neurons, and this connection have weight. We will calculate the weightage, and based on the weightage that we have, we can either store our data or pass it on. We have two options, right? So this connection will be known as interneuron connection, and they have synaptic weight. Neural network are also referred to as neuron computers. Connection is network, parallel distributed processor, etc. So neural network have different beams here. like neurocomputer connectionist network, about which we have seen in previous session, as well as it can be considered as parallel distributed processor, because it is each and every component of this network is working independently. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.